So, if you're an Oracle investor, congratulations. You've seen some absolutely incredible growth, right? Especially with the company's massive push into AI. But now you've got what we call a good problem, a soaring stock. Today, we're going to build a 5-year strategy to turn that one huge success into long-term, diversified, and most importantly, tax-efficient wealth. All right, let's get into it. And right here, this is the engine behind all that growth. Oracle isn't just talking about AI, they are completely over-delivering. I mean, think about it. When a company doesn't just meet its goals, but multiplies them by 6, you know something really special is happening. This is exactly why your investment has done so well. The message coming out of Oracle is crystal clear. AI is changing the whole game. From their database to their cloud apps, they have woven artificial intelligence into the very core of their business. And that strategic move has created this powerful halo effect, boosting, well, everything, including that stock price. It's a fantastic spot to be in as an investor, no doubt. But this brings us to the big question. Your portfolio looks great, you backed a winner, so what could possibly be the problem here? Well, the problem isn't the success itself. The real issue is the hidden risk that comes with having, believe it or not, too much of a good thing. So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll unpack that concentration dilemma. Then, we'll open up your de-risking playbook. We're going to do a deep dive into real estate as a diversification tool, explore how to get leverage without selling, and this is a big one, how to win the tax game. Finally, we'll pull it all together into a clear 5-year roadmap. All right, let's start with the core issue here, the concentration dilemma. This is that hidden risk that comes right on the heels of major success. The official term for it is concentration risk, and the key words I want you to focus on are amplified losses. See, if a huge chunk of your wealth is tied up in just one stock, any downturn in that single company could have a much bigger impact on your net worth than if you were diversified. So, how much is too much? Well, financial experts, like the folks at Fidelity, have a pretty clear guideline. They say that holding more than 5 to 10% of your portfolio in a single stock introduces a level of risk you probably don't want. So if your Oracle position has grown past that, it's time to start thinking strategically. Okay, so we've put a name to the problem. Now, let's get into the good part, the solution. It's time to open up your de-risking playbook. Now, there are a bunch of ways to de-risk, right? You could gift shares, use some complex hedging strategies, but one of the most effective paths is to gradually sell your position and move that capital into powerful alternative investments. We're talking about assets that behave differently than the stock market, things like real estate, minerals, or even certain digital assets. For this explainer, we're going to use real estate as our main case study. And that brings us right to real estate. It is one of the most classic, most powerful ways to diversify away from the stock market. Why? Because it behaves differently, it gets taxed differently, and it can offer benefits that stocks just can't match. Okay, at first glance, you might look at this chart and think, well, stocks are the clear winner. The S&P 500 has definitely shown higher appreciation. But, and this is a huge but, that is only one part of the story. The true value of real estate comes from a combo of appreciation, rental income, and those big tax advantages. That rental income alone often creates cash flow that stocks, with their tiny dividends, just can't compete with. And this slide really lays out the fundamental trade-offs. Stocks, super liquid, easy to buy and sell, but they come with high volatility. Real estate, it's less liquid, takes more capital, but in return, you get lower volatility, higher income potential, and, as we're about to see, some absolute game-changing tax advantages. It's not about which one is better, it's about how they balance each other out. So, how do you actually get into real estate? Well, 2 of the most popular ways are REITs and syndicates. Think of REITs, that's real estate investment trusts, like stocks for buildings. They trade on the stock market, they're super liquid. Syndicates are different. That's where you pool your money with other investors to buy a specific, often much larger property. It's more of a hands-off, passive way to get into bigger deals, but it's a lot less liquid. So right about now, you might be thinking, this is great, I'll diversify, but doesn't that mean I have to sell my Oracle stock and get hit with a massive tax bill? Well, not necessarily. This next part is where we introduce a really powerful tool for getting your hands on cash without selling a single share. It's called a securities-backed line of credit, or SBLOC for short. Basically, it's a flexible line of credit where your investment portfolio, your Oracle stock, acts as the collateral. You can draw from it, pay it back, draw from it again, all while your assets stay invested and keep working for you. Now, it is absolutely crucial not to confuse an SBLOC with a margin loan. Margin loans are specifically for buying more stocks, and they come with higher risks like margin calls. An SBLOC is totally different. It's designed for funding things outside of your stock portfolio, usually with better interest rates and more flexible terms. The key is you're using your portfolio's value to fund other opportunities. And what can you do with that money? Well, the list is pretty long. You can use it as a bridge loan for that real estate deal we were just talking about. You could fund home renovations, expand a business, or even just cover a big tax payment. It's a tool that basically turns your on-paper wealth into real-world cash you can use right now. We've mentioned taxes a few times, but now let's put them center stage. Because for any successful investor, managing your tax burden isn't just some chore you do in April, it is a core strategy for building wealth. Seriously, making smart moves here can be the difference between keeping your money and handing a huge chunk of it over to the government. Let's make this really tangible. Here are the projected long-term capital gains tax brackets. If you have a significant gain from your Oracle stock, you are almost certainly going to be in that 15 or even 20% bracket. And that's before you even add in state taxes or other potential fees. Selling a huge position all at once can create a massive and frankly painful tax bill. But remember those unique tax advantages of real estate I mentioned? This is where they really shine. It's called a 1031 exchange. It lets you sell an investment property and roll all the proceeds, including all your gains, into a new property without paying a dime of capital gains tax at that moment. It is an incredibly powerful way to compound your wealth without getting slowed down by taxes. So we've talked about the problem, the tools, and the strategies. Now let's pull it all together into a concrete, actionable roadmap that you can use over the next 5 years to turn that concentrated success into diversified security. So here it is, your action plan. Step 1, assess your concentration risk. Are you over that 10% mark? If so, it's time to act. From there, it's all about creating a multi-year plan, probably with a financial pro, to gradually move into assets that balance your portfolio. You can use tools like an SBLOC to do it without triggering immediate taxes, and you always keep tax optimization in mind with strategies like the 1031 exchange. Look, you've already made a brilliant investment. You did the hard part. Now the strategy just shifts from creating wealth to protecting and growing it for the long haul. The choices you make over these next 5 years, they aren't just going to impact your portfolio. They are going to define your financial legacy. So the question is, are you ready to build it?